Good evening and welcome to News Channel 8. I'm Jerome Aegean, and here's some of the top stories we have for you tonight. Gunshots rang out on St. Croix and one victim is shot. A woman almost drowns on St. Thomas. And some hats you won't believe. These stories and more are up next on News Channel 8. Before we get to our top story tonight, it's come to our attention at Channel 8 News that a rumor has been spread around the territory of a tsunami warning in the Virgin Islands. This rumor was spread rapidly on Twitter, email, and on radio stations all over St. Croix. This warning came to our attention just as we were assembling the news for tonight. Our news team sprang quickly into action to get more information. News Channel 8 got in contact with Deputy Director of VITEMA, Jacqueline Heiliger, to quell the message. And we can now announce to you with 100% certainty that the tsunami warning is completely false. We do not know how the story got started or why, but VITEMA has confirmed once again for us that there is no tsunami warning of any kind here in our territory. We can breathe a sigh of relief. And in our top story tonight, a 25-year-old man was shot last night on St. Croix, but exactly where is up for decision. News Channel 8's Wes Small investigates.
Thanks a lot, Jerome. The hits just keep on coming, unfortunately, for the Virgin Islands and our violence. Geographically, let me set you straight. We are here like, I don't know, Upper Love or Estate Grove, Grove Place in that area, Carambola in that area, Anley Farms in that area. What we have is at around 11:30 last night, we have a 25-year-old black male apparently driving in this area with a white vehicle, right? It was then that he heard some shots. Now, this is what he says, that he heard some shots in this area ring out. He was then struck at least 3 times. That's when the details get sketchy. This young man then tells police investigators that he went to meet with friends after he was shot 3 times. And then he ended up at Juan Louis Hospital. On further investigation, police investigators believe that he was really not shot in this area. When they looked for shell casings, they didn't find any. So we have a 25-year-old shot multiple times last night. The white car was shot up about 3 or 6 times he was traveling in. Whether or not he was in this area or Grove Place, we don't know, because he is not cooperating with investigators. There was another shooting in the area of Harbor View last night, somewhere between Harbor View and then John F. Kennedy. That was around 4:30 yesterday afternoon, actually. And a suspect was picked up temporarily as his description had fit. They questioned him and then they released him. So they don't have any suspects in custody. But police investigators did find near Harbor View shell casings. So if you know anything about these 2 incidents, then you should call 911, 778-2211, or you could call Crime Stoppers at 1-800-222-TIPS. I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.
And in other news, the police need your help in identifying a woman who nearly drowned on the waterfront of St. Thomas yesterday. News Channel 8's Lee Carl files this report from St. Thomas.
Police are seeking the identity of a woman pulled from the harbor yesterday near the Wynwood Passage Hotel on the waterfront. They retrieved a woman who was unresponsive from the water with the help of 2 citizens. Here is Police Chief Rodney Carrard with the description and information regarding that.
On March 16, 2010, which is today, of course, at approximately 12:30 p.m., police were dispatched to the area of Veterans Drive across from Wynwood Passage Hotel to a possible drowning. Upon arrival with the assistance of 2 citizens, police retrieved the unresponsive body of a black female apparent to be in her early to mid-50s from the water. Emergency medical technicians transported the female to the Snyder Regional Medical Center, where she is listed as being in critical condition. The female was wearing a dark blue blouse and a short turquoise colored pants and slippers. Her toes are polished in a bright reddish pink color and her fingernails were well groomed. Her hair is gray and black and in cornrows or braids. In close proximity of the female, up on the apron, was a green canvas lunch bag with a small black purse inside of the bag, and well, of course, with no IDs. I'm asking anyone in the community who may know the identity of this female to please call the police department right away. We're trying to make contact with a family member or friend. They can call the Investigation Bureau at 715-5522, 715-5516. My office directly at 715-5548, of course 911. Again, we are trying to identify this female. She might be a visitor from the cruise ship or from off island. We have no idea at this particular time. Again, anyone who may know of a female who is missing, black female, probably in mid to late 50s. She was wearing a dark blue blouse and a short turquoise colored pants and slippers. Again, her toenails or like a reddish pinkish color, and her fingernails are well groomed. Her hair gray and black and in cornrows or braids. Anyone who may know the identity of this female, please make contact with the police department as well as the hospital so we can try and identify this female.
In St. Thomas, Lee Carl for News Channel 8.
Thanks, Lee Carl. And here's your Crime Stoppers report for Wednesday, and some more police information as well.
Thanks a lot, Jerome. It is Wednesday, and before we get to Crime Stoppers, I want to tell you about these daytime burglaries. While you're at your job, places are still being robbed, your homes. Remember that you need to really secure your place. Just a few minutes ago, we know that Lorraine Village, an apartment there, was burglarized right in the middle of the day. Apparently someone came home and found his place ransacked, his screens poked in with some holes in it. So I have to tell you, the thieves are working overtime. With that, it is Wednesday, and let's do some Crime Stoppers. On St. Croix, I'm going to take you to a cold case. September 30th of 2005 at 11:23 in the evening, police responded to a call of gunshots at D. Hamilton Jackson Housing Community, better known as Red Brick. Building 6, that's where 16-year-old Kareem Crump from Richmond was found lying on the ground with several gunshot wounds. He was pronounced dead later at Juan Louis Hospital. Please help police identify the people responsible for this senseless killing. Out of Rock City, St. Thomas, on February 28th of this year, shortly after 1 o'clock in the afternoon, in the area of Nader Circle, a suspect chased a victim. Then he shot him several times. Please help police ID that shooter. The minimum reward for this arrest is $1,250. Last but not least, on St. John, in Enid 18-12, that area was burglarized while the victim slept. That's when an iPod, a battery charger worth $600, all that was stolen. Please help the police ID the burglar. The minimum reward for this arrest is $714. Please, folks, see what you can do. Get the suspects, get the criminals, the thugs, whatever they are, off the streets so we can go about our everyday lives. If you see a crime happening, call 911 immediately or call Crime Stoppers anonymously at 1-800-222-TIPS. I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.